All right, let's dive right into this explainer because today we are tackling what is honestly the ultimate mobility dilemma for any tech enthusiast right now. Welcome in. I'm your host, and we're exploring a pretty massive shift in the automotive landscape. We're really moving away from just obsessing over horsepower, and we're starting to talk way more about processing power. So what we're looking at today isn't just about picking your next car. It's about choosing an entire technological philosophy.
So I want to kick things off by sharing a really exciting piece of news that perfectly sets the stage for our entire discussion. The highly anticipated Xiaomi SU7 is officially slated to hit the Italian and broader European markets in 2027. Now, I know what you might be thinking. 2027 sounds like it's a few years out, but trust me, in the automotive world, that is literally tomorrow. And this impending arrival is already forcing buyers to completely rethink their timelines and their priorities today.
And that brings us to a really fascinating choice architecture. Do you buy the proven, benchmarked electric vehicle today, or do you wait for what is essentially the ultimate smart device on wheels tomorrow? It's that classic battle, right? The absolute safety of the present versus the massive allure of the future. So let's break down both sides of this coin using the data we actually have right now.
Section 1. Tesla's certainty. Let's see exactly how the Model 3 represents the undisputed benchmark for quality-to-price ratio in Europe today.
Let's be real. This perfectly illustrates why Tesla is the absolute safe bet right now. You're looking at a base price starting around €36,990, and honestly, with promotions, that sometimes drops below $34,000. That is an incredibly aggressive price point. But it's not just about the sticker price, right? Tesla offers total certainty. They've got a super predictable used car market. They offer really well-tested financing and leasing options that just drastically lower your monthly payments compared to paying cash. Plus, you know those famous youthful defects of the early Teslas, like the panel gaps or the quirky paint issues? Yeah, those are largely a thing of the past. And honestly, the biggest perk is you get immediate access to their widespread Supercharger network. It's the absolute gold standard where the hardware and the software just talk to each other perfectly for optimized fast charging.
Section 2. The ecosystem. Car as a smartphone. Let's pivot over to the disruptor here, the Xiaomi SU7.
Keep in mind, Xiaomi is a software company first, and they are bringing that exact mindset straight into the automotive industry. Their core philosophy is human times car times home, and it's fascinating. They treat the car not just as a way to get from point A to point B, but as a completely seamless digital extension of your lifestyle. If you're already using Xiaomi smartphones, their home automation, or wearables, the SU7 just becomes another node in that network. Imagine controlling your smart home right from your dashboard, or managing your car's climate control and charging directly from your phone, with everything just perfectly in sync.
By treating the car like an absolute top-tier smartphone, Xiaomi is fighting off that dreaded technological obsolescence. The SU7 runs on HyperOS, which is designed to be as fluid and responsive as a premium phone, so it completely sidesteps those clunky, laggy interfaces we are so used to seeing from traditional automakers. And because they push out frequent over-the-air updates, your car's performance, the driver assistance tech, and the infotainment, it actually gets better over time. Your car doesn't just age the minute you drive it off the lot anymore, it evolves.
Moving right along to Section 3, under the hood, the specs. Because hey, software alone doesn't win races, right?
Just look at this number, 0.195. That is the SU7's aerodynamic drag coefficient. To put that into perspective for a second, this is literally one of the absolute lowest drag coefficients of any production car in the entire world. And why does that matter? Because an EV slicing through the air efficiently drastically optimizes your energy consumption at high speeds. It extends your range and maximizes the battery's potential. And they've managed to combine this meticulous aerodynamics with a highly stylized, sporty design that a lot of people have actually been comparing favorably to Porsche.
This breakdown beautifully categorizes the competitive landscape, and it shows just how aggressively Xiaomi is targeting the entire market spectrum. Their main sales target, the Tesla Model 3. Their direct Chinese market competitors, the BYD Seal and the Zeekr 007. But when we talk about pure performance, especially with their Ultra version, they are straight up gunning for the Porsche Taycan and the Lotus Emea. They basically want to offer supercar specifications at a price point that severely undercuts traditional premium European and American brands.
And they're backing this up with some serious hardware. Structurally, the SU7 uses cattle batteries integrated directly into the floor pan using cell-to-pack technology. The base models get LFP chemistry, while the higher trims use superior NMC chemistry. Integrating them structurally like this lowers the center of gravity and actually increases the chassis' torsional rigidity. On top of that, the car comes standard with a massive array of LiDAR, radar sensors, and cameras. All of that feeds into proprietary AI algorithms for some really advanced autonomous driving. For us everyday drivers, an 800-volt architecture combined with silicon carbide or SiC inverters basically means one thing. You spend a lot less time waiting and a lot more time driving. Silicon carbide is just vastly superior to traditional silicon when it comes to thermal management and energy conversion. It reduces heat loss immensely, which means you can charge the battery from 10% all the way up to 80% in just 15 to 20 minutes. It's a total game changer.
Section 4. The true cost, or total cost of ownership. Specs are fun, but let's impartially break down the financial reality here.
Because buying the car is really only day one, we have to balance the knowns against the unknowns. Tesla offers a highly liquid used market, proven financing, and a totally consolidated service network. Xiaomi, on the other hand, is definitely an early adopter choice. In Europe, their estimated launch price of 35,000 to 40,000 euros is highly competitive, but they literally have to build a service network and parts logistics chain from scratch. So initially, getting replacement parts might be slower or more expensive. Furthermore, the residual value of a Xiaomi car in Europe is entirely unproven. You are absolutely taking a financial risk on its depreciation.
But hey, the long-term hardware outlook is incredibly bright, which eases some of those ownership worries. Get this, intensive tests of the SU7 over an astounding 265,000 kilometers in just 18 months showed a battery degradation of only 5.5%. That indicates some spectacular longevity in the battery's chemistry and thermal management. And remember, EV maintenance is already super low. No oil changes, no engine filters. The electric motor is literally designed to last hundreds of thousands of kilometers without any major mechanical intervention.
Section 5. The verdict. Let's bring all of this together and see where you stand.
Because honestly, there is no single right answer here, only the right answer for you. It really boils down to these two distinct consumer profiles. If you're the rational choice buyer, meaning you prioritize immediate financial certainty today, you want that established service network, you want guaranteed used car value, and you need a car right now, well, the Tesla Model 3 is the undisputed answer for sure. But if you align more with the early adopter, you're totally willing to wait, you want maximum technological integration, you love cutting-edge design, and you're ready to embrace the innovation of a car acting as a smart node in your digital ecosystem, the Xiaomi SU7 offers a genuinely superior functional prospect.
I want to sincerely thank you for joining me today to explore this massive shift in the automotive landscape. I really hope this explainer provided you with some clear, structured news and the insights you need to make sense of a rapidly evolving EV market.
I'm going to leave you with this one final thought to ponder as we look toward 2027 and beyond. As our vehicles become these seamless extensions of our digital lives, constantly receiving updates over the air and integrating perfectly with our homes, are we still buying a car, or are we driving our next smartphone? Keep that in mind the next time you're shopping for a new vehicle. Thanks so much for learning with me today, and keep asking those big questions.